Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige, this is Seeking Alexandria, and I know what you're thinking. My God, Paige, your quality only keeps going up. Well, you are right. So you guys, I decided that for the first time, I wanted to do a get unready with me. I've never done one of these either. I'm having like a week and a half of firsts on my channel, but I just brought in all three of my cameras, my cell phone, my vlogging camera, and my regular like filming camera. And surprisingly enough, this one actually worked the best for like the size and the pan and the lighting. And I was like, I guess that's the one we're gonna use. So I guess for tonight, we're just gonna hang out and get unready because I've never done one. And I was like, why do people like to do these? I don't know, but it sounds fun. So let's get unready, shall we? Like my bathroom door? This is different. I feel so weird in here. Like everything is so weird right now. And I'm shooting it on a cell phone. Like, boy, taking a moment right now. So let me grab my hair tie and let's take some of this damn makeup off and let's just chit chat. Why not? Yes. Oh, yes, queen. Look at them. Oh, fucking so good. So let's chit chat about life. Let's talk about how, first of all, I had to blot my nose 600 times today. I'm like trying to find a place to put my toilet paper. Welcome to my life. Do you feel like that's kind of tilting a little bit? A lot of it? Okay. Listen, chief shit. Could you maybe just balance a little? Thanks. Signed, God. Sit, boo-boo. You guys, if it takes a tippy tumble, I cannot be held responsible. So anyways, today I had to blot my face 700 times and then we had to leave again. I hope you can hear me over that water. But we had to leave, so I came upstairs and I hit my face with some powder just to like keep it looking just nice, like a little bit longer. And I'm not gonna lie, right now it is so like thick and caked on. Like I'm just not looking forward to the way that this is gonna happen. And I thought, what a good night to take all my makeup off with you guys, because this gonna take me a second. And do you know what always bothers me? And this might just be me, I don't know, but it annoys the shit out of me when people take all their makeup off in their studio. Every time I see a get unready with me in somebody's studio, the first thing I think is, what the hell? How? If I don't have a sink near me when I take my makeup off, it is a complete shit show. Makeup everywhere, like water everywhere. How? You don't even have water. How do you take your makeup? I don't know. I don't know, you guys. It's like one of like modern day mysteries. I'm just washing my hands because I just pet the dogs and I don't need their nasty dog ass all over my face. So that's the first thing we do. Step one, we take off the freaking dog shit on our hands. Not like actual dog shit, but you get what I'm saying. Step two, we're gonna go in because there is so much. We're gonna take the Clinique Take the Day Off balm. This was actually just in my empties video. I will link that right up here. Oh, that's a fucking reach, but I will link it up there for you guys. I recently did my very first ever empties video. It was so exciting. Why is there there's a fuzzle in my balm? And I'm not a fan, but anyways, it was exciting. And there's already to be another one in the next empty. So I just grabbed some of this and we're just gonna rub it. The good part about today is that while I have a lot of thicky, oh my God, hashtag thicky, while I have a lot of like makeup on my face, there's almost none on my eyes, which is nice. So this won't be like a horrible process. Anybody that does like really intense makeup, like, you know that feeling at the end of the day, your face starts to itch and you're just like, oh fuck, this is gonna be a workout. And like you'll sit there and do this for like an hour and a half trying to take your makeup off. Oh my God, it's so frustrating. But anyways, so hello, how was everybody's day? Hoping it was fabulous. Not gonna lie, for me the day was a little bit rough. I've been having a rough couple of days. Like, I know I tell you guys pretty much everything, but I've been having so many issues with my parents' insurance and just like trying to deal with like common adult shit lately that I'm not loving it. Oh my God, this feels so relaxing, like oddly relaxing. And I'm always a little bit afraid to open my eyes for fear of like getting shit in them. Oh, so anyways, one of you guys or a bunch of you guys in the video that I either put up today, wow, this is chic right here. This is shabby chic. In the video that I put up, what was it, today or yesterday or something like that? You guys, I had said that I get stuff from Influenster, and some of you were like, oh my God, like do a video on Influenster and like what you think and stuff. And I thought about it just now because I actually am going to be using a product that I got from them. And I was like, you know what a better freaking day to talk about Influencer than a day that I'm actually like using something I got from them. So here's kind of been my experience with them. And this is just me, like everybody's, you know, I guess everybody's experience obviously is going to be a little bit different. So I signed up for Influenster. God, it's been a couple of years now. And no, not a couple of years, a year, year and a half. I signed up for Influenster right around the time I started my channel. So I've probably been using it for, okay, about a year. And basically the reason I signed up for it is because it was like, oh, you know, you sign up, you do reviews, all that stuff, and then you will get like free product in the mail to test out. And I was like, oh, okay, P.S. I've been having a little acne down here, so I am gonna go in with my Innisfree soap. Love this stuff on Amazon. I'm just telling you guys what I use. And I take it on my Clarisonic that I do not use correctly. And yes, I know I don't use it correctly. My face gets really red when I use it the right way. And some days I do, some days I don't, but that's why. Okay, so anyways, back to Influencer. What was I talking? Oh, I'm gonna get soaked. I normally do this while I'm like directly sitting over top of the sink. I think an earring just fell into the sink. Oh, goody. So I sign up under the pretense that like if I go ahead and I do all this stuff, you know, I'll get free product. So I go on and I begin the process of reviewing products. And here's basically like the long and short of Influenster. Do I think that it's an awesome company? Yes. I think that the concept is actually really awesome. The concept that there is like basically one place that says, you know what, these people are not necessarily YouTubers, they're not necessarily like Insta stars, they're not, you know, they're not any of these types of stars, but these are people that use stuff all the time and we want them to test product. I love that idea because as a consumer, as you guys know, it can be so freaking frustrating to never be able to get your hands on PR. That is so annoying because like everybody else gets free stuff except the people that actually have to pay for it. You know what I mean? Like I understand that like big beauty gurus and stuff like that, like they all get free stuff and they get just so much free shit, but it can be really frustrating when you're like, why don't you ever give it to any ordinary people? This is like the ordinary people way of getting free shit. And I love that idea because again, I feel like, you know, to some degree, ordinary people should have a way to do it. Like, I always think if I owned, like, you know, say Urban Decay or something like that, just as like a good faith and like a good show to people, I would want to give away like a free giveaway every month just to be like, thank you guys for buying my stuff, or thank you guys for, you know, fill in the blank. And it always annoyed me. So anyways, I find Influenster, I got so excited and whatnot. So just like patting off my face real quick. I don't do this step every night, but I am gonna go in tonight with my Dermalogica Daily Micro Exfoliant. I love this stuff. It's a really, really fine powder. This is also something I got during the Ulta 21 days of deals or whatever, but like literally it's like a powder and you need the tiniest amount. Like it looks like there's more than there is, but it's just, just a tiny little bit. And then you get it a little bit wet, like a tiny bit wet. A little bit more than that page, and then you kind of just whoop it all over your face, and it's really, really light exfoliant, which is nice. And it doesn't like, you know, full on grab your skin like the L'Oreal one does. Like this one, this is the pure sugar. This is really, really like gritty and intense, and it has like brown sugar and seeds that you can see in it. This one, this Daily Micro Exfoliant, is actually designed to not be that intense. It's designed to be, you know, used every day or every other day, and it's made to be a lot more gentle on the skin, and it actually kind of tells you when to stop like scrubbing it in because everything dissolves on the skin, so you know, like, okay, we're done. And it's just really nice and easy, and it's really good if you have sensitive skin. Like I've noticed it works well for me, and my skin does not get pissed off, which is rare. When I use that other green one, my skin gets kind of red, but I still like it. Oh yes, but anyways, my God, you guys, I'm so sorry. Where was I at? Oh yes, so Influencer. So I love the concept and everything, so I signed up. And I didn't expect to get like, okay, free shit right away. So I go on and I'm like, you know what? I want to really up my chances. So I start reviewing everything, which they will tell you the best way to get free shit and like get it faster and up your score and all that stuff is to review and review and review it. Now you can review anything, skincare, makeup, food, toothpaste, cleaning products. Like you can review literally anything, which is really, really awesome because it doesn't just cater to makeup. It caters to household goods, all that kind of stuff. So again, pretty awesome. So I go on, I start reviewing stuff. I mean, I did probably like the week that I first signed up, I did awesome reviews, and I did like well over probably 150 of these reviews. So I thought, fuck, you know, okay, I went in, you can add all your social medias, and the way that they decide like who gets what is by what your score is out of social media. So for me, for example, I get almost 4,000 points because I have almost 4,000 YouTube subscribers. And then, you know, I have, you know, say 1,300 followers on Twitter, I get 1,300 points. And so they add all of those together to give you a score. Right now, if I were to go look, my score is like almost, I think 7,000, which really isn't that high considering all the other people. So, oh yes, now I'm going to go in with this. This is my Dermalogica Biolumin C Serum. I actually really like this stuff too. So I go on and I get everything situated. And when I first started Influenster, my score wasn't even 3,000. Like, it took so much work to get it where it is right now. And it wasn't until like a year or so ago that I realized that one of my biggest issues with Influenster is that I hate the way that they determine like how many, what your numbers are worth. Like, to me, and this isn't just because I have a YouTube channel, okay? I'll get to this in a second, like the reason I think this, but it annoys me to no end that to them, like, one YouTube subscriber is equal to one Twitter follower and one Instagram follower and one Pinterest follower, like, or Facebook follower. Now, the reason that that annoys me, I'm just going to let that dry for a second. The reason that that bothers me so much is, quite frankly, because they do these things on Instagram and Twitter and stuff. And if you're not familiar with them, they're called follow for follow, where if you go on and follow me on Twitter, I'll follow you. And then people like boost your ratings. So these people that say like, oh, I have 10,000 followers on Twitter, they're not 10,000 real followers. They're people that you followed to get those followers. You know what I mean? So the way that Influencer rates their influentiality, to me, is a little bit off, because these aren't 15,000 people that follow you because they love your opinion. These are 15,000 people that followed you just because you followed them, versus someone who might have 15,000 subscribers on a YouTube channel. Those are 15,000 people that legitimately follow you because they love your opinion or the way that you are. And you know, to me, if the system is designed to measure like how influential you are with people, you really should figure out how to weight things better. I'm going to throw some eye drops in real quick. I'm not going to do this on camera because it freaks some people out. Hold on. There we go. And this one is the Refresh Optive Advanced. I've been using this one and another one, just trying them out. And I'm going to keep letting that other stuff soak in. So where was I at? So, okay, so that really bothers me. And again, it's not, to any of you out there, if you're one of those people, that's totally fine. Like, I get it. The reason it bothered me was because I kept seeing people that had, you know, so much, I mean, they would put so much work into their reviews, so much work into their followers, so much work into all this stuff, and they're continually getting passed over. So then I did a little bit of research, and I actually had a friend, like someone that I knew that used to do this kind of stuff. They would go online and they would get a ton of free shit. And as soon as it would come in, they'd write a 5-star review. It would come in, they'd write a 5-star review. It would come in, they'd write a 5-star review. And half the time, most of the time, they didn't even use it. They would give it away or sell it or whatever, which we all know is wrong. Like, you agree on Influenster not to do that stuff. But they would do it. And I was like, but how are you getting it sent to you? And they said, oh, well, there's Facebook groups and Twitter accounts and stuff like that designed specifically for this. And I was like, well, what do you mean? And they said, it's literally a group of people that are all a part of this program. They're all a part of, you know, Influenster or the free Amazon shit or whatever it is. Because Amazon has one too, which I tried to look into, and they were like, no, like they wouldn't even let me be considered for it. So, which really irritated me, but that's besides the point. So I found out that basically there's like a whole underground, like secret community for this kind of stuff. And so all the while I'm sitting here thinking, to me, if I was Influencer, I would look for people that had a real social media following with like real subscribers or real followers. You know, if you click on somebody's account and they're following just as many or more people than are following them, that's a dead giveaway. You know what I mean? Like those, it's not real. Those people are not real, or their influence is not real. And it just, oh my God, it irks me to no end. So for me, that's a huge drawback of Influencer, is the way that they decide who gets what. Now, with that being said, are you still ultimately getting free products? Yes. Are you still, you know, being considered for this, that, and the other? Yes. For me, there's a huge issue. Oh, P.S. I should probably put on the the eye cream, which normally you guys know I've been using the Belief Moisturizing Eye Balm. This is actually empty, like empty, and I'm too lazy to go get my other one. So I've been using this guy just to get it used up. This is the Dr. Dennis Gross Hyaluronic Marine Do-It-All Eye Gel. It's one of these. I've had it for a hot minute, and I switched back to it just because I'm not about ready to freaking waste it. You only need, I could probably use a half a pump for both eyes. But right now I can tell my eyes need some love. So anyways, okay. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, massage my eyeballs. Oh, that feels good. Oh, are you guys ever so tired at the end of the day that when you're like massaging your eyes, you're just like, oh yes. They told me to be gentle and I'm so gentle. Oh, okay, so that's what it was. So that kind of irritated me because I think that like system, not that good. So that's like number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7 thing that annoys me. Another thing, excuse me, that I don't love that they do, and this is probably just me being like picky page. I don't love that they always offer you virtual boxes. And for those of you that don't do Influenster and you don't know what it is, a virtual box is basically like, okay, so they sent me a real live box, and in that box was this Saturday Skin cream, which we're going to use here in a second. This was real. This was in the box. It was real life. They gave it to me. I get to review it. That's awesome. Woo! Cheers, you know? But then they offer these things that are called virtual boxes, where they want you to go to the store and buy this item and then review it, and or go to the store, take a picture with it, and then rate it and post about it. Like, they literally are like a source. Like, I'm L'Oreal, and I would go to Influenster and say, hey, do a selfie, or a shelfie, as they call it, a shelfie contest. Have all your people run to the store and take a picture with our product, and we'll pay Influencer X amount of money. And they do it just because, you know, they're trying to like generate buzz or whatever, get people looking at their product, because ultimately, if they're there, they're looking at it, they'll buy it, because the whole point is that with Influencer, people always hope that buying things increases their chances. And I feel like there's a level of that is a little bit fraudulent, because the reality is that it doesn't up your chances to buy stuff. It doesn't up your chances to, you know, go and take, like, I literally, maybe one time, because I was already at the store, like I took a picture of the nail polish or whatever they wanted you to take a picture of. And I've done that literally all of like one time. It doesn't like do anything. It's just like you get a kudos for it. And to me, I just think that it's really, it's almost like false hope. Like, oh, you know, participate in these virtual boxes, or go buy shit that you didn't want, and we might send you a box. And people do it because they honestly feel like it's going to be, you know, good for them, or it's going to be good for their platform, or it's going to be, you know, make them more favorable. And the reality is that no matter what, Influencer only goes off of like your numbers, which, okay, so I've been sounding really negative. Let's kind of drift back to the positive. So on a positive note, I'm just going to let that like soak in. I actually really do like this. It's a really, really thick hydrogel. Again, it's Saturday Skin Waterfall Glacier Water Cream, but you can see right here, like it is a, it looks very much so like a hydrogel, which I talk about all the time for oily skin, but it's much, much thicker. Like this one right here, this is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel with Hyaluronic Acid. With this one, you can see it's like a lot more fluid. It'll actually start to kind of run. Oh my God, it smells so good. It'll actually kind of start to run out of the container, whereas this one, it's a lot thicker. Like I could hold it here all day and it's not gonna budge. And it's kind of nice. It's a little bit too thick for me to be considered like a full-on hydrogel, but it is really nice. I actually do like it. The only thing I don't like is that as the night goes on and it dries, if I like rub my face, it can actually like peel off your face. So once I put this on, I tend to just like leave my face alone, and it soaks in really nicely. And it actually does do a pretty decent job plumping. Like I'd probably give it 4 to 4.5 stars out of 5. It actually is pretty decent. And no, that's not because I got it for free, because I've told them several times that I hate shit. Upsides of Influencer. Let's talk about those, because I have painted a relatively negative picture so far. Big shocker, right? So positive number 1, I love that they encourage real reviews. They actually say, like, do not lie. We want, I don't care if it's 1 star, 0 stars, like 2 star, whatever. We encourage real reviews. And I love that about them. When you get, like, for me, I got this box of stuff. They come right out and say, like, you have a month or however long, they call it a campaign, and you have until, you know, this date to finish it. And it's always a nice amount of time, a month or, you know, a while. Which is really nice, because they give you a good amount of time to really test and try the product. What they do not want is someone that's just going to go on and go 5 stars, 5 stars. I mean, some companies might do that, let's be honest, but that's really not the goal. They do encourage you to be honest, which really makes it good for people like me who are so brutally honest. We couldn't lie if we wanted to. Like, I couldn't do it. Not about a product, not about something that people are going to literally go pay their money on. I just couldn't do it. So I love that about them, that they encourage that. The plus side to everything that I said I wasn't a big fan of is that it does make it really good for people like normal consumers like you guys. If you're not, like, if you don't have your own YouTube channel, you don't have a big social platform, you don't have a YouTube channel, you can go out and build your own Twitter and Instagram accounts based solely on taking products of, like, you know, or pictures of products in store, and you can have your own separate Instagram and separate Twitter for just that kind of stuff. You can have a whole Instagram, I've seen it, dedicated to just products, like taking pictures of them and tagging them for Influenster and reviewing them on your Influenster profile. And that's really, really cool because it means that you don't have to have a subscriber base on YouTube. You don't have to have an actual following to be able to get free stuff, which really evens the playing field for a lot of, again, normal people, normal consumers, which is really cool. That was the whole reason I started it, because when I first started, I had like literally no social platform. And what's cool is that it does encourage that. Now, it also really encourages, this was probably my favorite like draw to it. It really encourages you to branch out of your like surroundings and to try new things. I love that about Influenster, because when you log on, they actually have an app, and when you log on to it, it actually shows like this is new trending, these are new products, hey, do you want to like review any of these, have you tried these are the award winning for 2017, da, 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 da. And I love that because it was always like putting new products in your face. Now they might oh my god, blah, blah, blah. They might be being paid, that's a tongue twister, to put those in front of you. But what I liked is that, yes, like I know going into it, they're probably getting paid. That's fine, because it's still forcing me out of my comfort zone. It's still forcing me to try new things or, you know, look at different eye looks. And ultimately, when you review a product, like let's say I wanted to review this Marc Jacobs gloss right here. Ooh, I love this. Ooh, it's so great. I took a picture of me today and I'm wearing it and I took a really bomb selfie. You can actually go and say, I want to review this gloss, and you can upload that picture of yourself wearing it. So other people can go there, I can go there and say, wow, she's about my skin tone and this is what that gloss looked like on her. Ooh, that's really pretty. And so I've really found it helpful, even as a YouTuber, like sorry about that, but I found it really, really useful for that kind of stuff, because you can go there and find like other tones or way that people wear their hair. Hell, they've even had like, what's your favorite way to style your hair? Over the weekend, this past weekend, they did, you know, show us your pets. We want to see your pets and what their favorite dog treat is or cat treat is or whatever. And you could upload a picture of your pet and then tag their treat. And it was cool because I found myself like going through and saying like, oh, our dog should try that. Our cat should try that. Oh my God, how cute is that? And I don't know. I love that like community aspect of it. P.S. I should probably finish actually getting ready for the evening. I talk a lot. I'm just gonna brush my hair real quick. I actually picked this up on sale. It's a tiny little wet brush. I have a normal size one, but come on, how cute is this? This is so cute. My hair is looking so ratchet, and I like to use a wet brush because these hardly damage your hair. You always start at the bottom, brush out from the bottom, and then work your way up. But these are just really good. I love these. Anyways, so where was I at? Oh yes, so I love that part of Influenster because I love that they really, you know, they just always show me new, different, cool things, and I think that that's really cool. My most recent one that I loved, they actually did it at the same time they did the pet one. They did it was hashtag summer smooches, and it was so cute because everyone was posting like their favorite lipstick, and then people would say like, oh, this is why I love it. And so at the same time, you're kind of telling people, this is what I wear, this is why, this is how I like to wear it, this is, you know, why I love this color specifically, like, oh, it really brings out my green eyes, or oh, it really complements my olive skin tone, that kind of stuff. And I loved that. So I think that there really are, like, at the end of the day, there's definitely more positives for me than negatives. Like, the things that I don't like are just mainly the people that kind of mistreat it. You know what I mean? People that take advantage of the stuff. So would I sign up again? Yes, I would. The only thing I would say is set your expectations accordingly. Don't sit there and think like, oh, I'm gonna start getting free stuff right away, because the reality is you won't. And it's more the way you have to look at Influencer. If you are just an average person, you don't have a huge following, you have to look at it as just a blessing. It's just awesome that you get it when you get it. One of my very first boxes was actually so random. It had 4 fruit roll-ups in it, It had, and they were the Welch's, like literally fruit roll-ups, but the Welch's brand. It had some body lotion, some kind of shampoo and conditioner, a box of popcorn, and something else. Like, it was so random, but I was like, oh my God, how cool is this? Like, a box of free stuff. And I just feel like at the end of the day, like, when do I deal with Influenster? Honestly, if I like wake up in the middle of the night, I can't sleep, and I don't feel like watching a video or whatever, I'll go on and I'll review products. And it's something that I do when I'm not doing anything else. Like, I'm bored, I'll review a product or two, or, oh, hey, I'm like in line at the store, I'll log on and I'll review a couple products. And it's cool because you don't always have to search for it. Like, you can go on and say, you know what, I want to review, okay, I want to review this right here, this Yardley soap. They have a scan app, so you can scan the barcode. You don't have to type it in and do all that bullshit, which is nice. So I really think that, like, it does have its advantages. Just set your expectations accordingly, you know? And I think that that is probably like the best advice I could give you. But at the same time, you know, you can sit here and dog on it all you want, me, but who is ever not happy to get free product? You know what I mean? Like, I'm always happy to get free product. So, oh, almost dropped a perfume. P.S. I am going to throw, I put this in every once in a while. This is the Tarte Maracuja oil. I have this big ass bottle of it, which it went on sale like for the Ulta 21 Days of Christmas or whatever. I got this huge bottle for like 19 or 20 bucks, and I use the tiniest amount in my hair like probably twice a week. I just really love it because it's a nice light oil, and I keep it stored. I keep the oil in this container with the lid on, which is a nice dark area, and then I keep it where I keep my perfumes. Now, if you don't know anything about like this type of thing, like oils, this type of like a straight oil or perfumes, keep them in a cool, dark place. It will make them last longer, and they won't be like as adversely affected by, you know, the world around them. So fun fact from me to you, that's why I keep them in there. But anyways, I just like to take some of this and I put it in like the ends of my hair just to keep them soft, keep them hydrated, because I do apply hot tools to my hair often now. So that's what I'm doing. And I don't use a lot either. I use like the tiniest amount, like literally you can't even hardly see it, that much. It's hardly anything. Because my hair is like so thin and lifeless. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, and you know what? If you guys are gonna do it and you like really wanna go for it, don't be afraid to like do follow for follows. Don't be afraid to go on Twitter and like find those groups and find the people that follow Influenster. And those are the people, like if you go to Influenster on Twitter or like on Instagram or whatever, the people that are commenting and liking and following those posts, wow, it looks so good right now. Those are the people that you want to follow, because a lot of times if you follow them, they'll follow you back. Or, hey, do you want to follow for follow? Don't be afraid to do that. If you are really in it and you really want to get after that free shit, literally you just got to put yourself out there a little bit. And after like 2 months of it, if you're like, wow, this is a lot of shit, I don't like this, then don't do it anymore. But I do feel like, honestly, it's something that I have gotten. This box right here is the first like really good high-end thing I've gotten. And even though I've went on and I've probably reviewed like 1,000 things, I think it's kind of cool, because at the end of the day, I like having an outlet that I can go to where I can find new products. You can read, like they have full-on articles on there. They actually have people that write articles for them, and people that just talk about like up and coming trends, or, you know, top 10 things you can buy at Sephora, just little stuff like that. I don't know. I love that aspect, but I also love like going to apps and seeing that kind of stuff. But yeah, my biggest thing would be, if you don't like it, then you don't got to do it, you know, obviously. I don't regret signing up though. My only regret would be feeling like going into it, like I could have gotten more out of it, when I think that I really needed to like set my expectations accordingly. And don't forget that there's literally hundreds of thousands of people on this site. Like, don't forget that, you know, there's a lot of other people that are doing it. And I love it, because if you think like, oh, I'm not that into makeup, I'm not that into skincare, but maybe you're a mom and you cook all the time, don't count yourself out. Go sign up and go start reviewing, like, you know, pasta sauces and noodles and everything that you cook with, cleaning products, whatever. Because you know what? You're right. You might never get makeup, but who's to say you don't get free Clorox? Who's to say you don't get like free food? Who's to say you don't get free body products? Like, there's always stuff like that out there. And I feel like more often than not, people see Influenster and they go, oh, I don't use a lot of makeup. I don't use a lot of skincare. It's not right for me. And instead of thinking that, just just think to yourself, like, what could I contribute? What do I look at all the time? And even pens, pencils, fuck, I've reviewed like office supplies on there. Like, there's always a place, and don't think that there's not. P.S. After that's in, I like to bundle my hair up in the back. And I always tuck it all together. That way, if there's like more oil in one spot than another, it'll kind of like just suck through the hair and distribute itself. But yeah, honestly, you guys, like, if I were to rate Influenster, I think it's ironic because Influencer is like a place that you go to rate things. And I'm like, if I were to rate them, I would probably give them like a solid 7, 8 out of 10. And again, the couple points is just because I'm not always a fan of how they distribute stuff. But at the end of the day, they are a website that gives out free shit, which is pretty cool. So I don't know. You guys can kind of decide. Tell me down in the comments what you think. I know that so many of you were curious about it. And I think that, like, there's a lot of videos. I'm just going to be honest, okay? There's a lot of videos out there about Influencer. There's a lot of people out there that, like, have an opinion and all that shit. And the reality is that you guys asked me for a reason. You guys asked me because you want to know, like, a real opinion, someone that's not going to bullshit you, like, whether or not you go sign up, like, yeah, it's cool, thanks for clicking my link, and I appreciate it, but, like, if people go and sign up or they don't, I'm not going to lie. Like, the couple points that I gained from you guys signing up under me isn't something is, like, worth lying to me. So I would never lie. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to say. Oh, God, I'm so glad I remembered. They actually just recently added a new feature. I just, like, put my hands on my hips, like, they just recently added a new feature where you can actually follow people on Influenster. So, like, if you guys wanted to follow me on Influencer, you can do that. You can see, like, oh, I've rated these products. You can go through and see what I've rated. You can go through and, like, there's a community tab. You can ask questions in the community tab. You can talk to people, follow people. Like, it's actually really cool. They just totally upped the game here. And that just happened probably within, like, the last 3-4 days that they did that. My fucking chest is, like, peeling for no reason. And I just think that that is so damn cool. I seriously do love that they did that because there were so many people that I would see like, oh, wow, they reviewed this. Like, fuck, I wish I could follow them. But there never was a way before. So if you guys are curious, and maybe I will try to find a way, I will link like my referral link down below, obviously. But I'll also link, if I can find a way to link my profile specifically, I'll link that for you guys too. Cause it says like Seeking Alexandria and it's got my face and, you know, I have like my own little backdrop and stuff. So you guys can see all of that as well. But honestly, yeah, at the end of the day, you guys, I just looked at my Listerine and I was like, I reviewed that too. This is actually a funny story. And then I promise I'm done because this video is like really fucking long. The first night that I had it, I actually came into my bathroom and I was like, I'm scanning every fucking thing in here. And I scanned the Listerine, I scanned my lotion, I scanned my toothpaste, and I scanned it and scanned it and scanned it. And you actually earn like little badges and shit. Like, oh, you earned the Scantastic badge. And there's like level 1, 2, 3, 4 for scanning things. And that's how they track like what level you are. So for example, I'm a beauty junkie level 4 because I review a ton of beauty stuff. I'm a skincare beauty level this. I'm a, you know, scan junkie level this, and you earn different badges, and it's kind of cool. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I like I like that kind of stuff. You guys, it probably sounds really weird. You guys can tell me though down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you signed up under my link, so I can personally thank you because you're fabulous. And yeah, I want to know what you guys think, or if you've tried it, what did you think of your experience? Because I've actually heard other people talk about this because you guys know me. I'm a big like investigator geek. And before I ever signed up, I went and saw like a video. I saw 2 videos actually of people that had already signed up because I wanted to know like what they thought. And they were videos just like this, like super candid, super chill videos. And one of them actually said like, you know, it's kind of shitty. I don't like this. Like their app sucks. And, blah, blah, blah. And it was just a lot of negativity. So I was like, oh, I'm not going to sign up for that shit. Like everything sucks. And when I signed up finally, like 6 months after that, their app did kind of suck. It did have issues. Like I couldn't log on. I couldn't do this. I couldn't scan stuff. And like I would write these long ass reviews and then they would disappear and I never got to post them. It was like a pain in my ass. And I would get so fucking frustrated. Like frustrated. And they actually fixed, like, I haven't had any bug issues on my app. I haven't had any problems with stuff not loading. Like, everything has just worked really, really well. The last tip and advice I'm going to tell you to save your fingers a lot of work, if you have an iPhone and you have the talk to text where you can hit the little microphone and it will type out what you say, oh my God, use that when you are reviewing your products. Fucking click that little button when it says, what are your thoughts? And just click the button and be like, I love this soap. This is why. It gets me really clean. I love the way that it smells. I find that for the price, it's a great option. It's a lot cheaper than this brand, which is this much. And you can type out your entire review of a product in literally like 5 seconds versus having to sit there and actually type the whole thing. Literally the best pro tip I could possibly give. If you waited till the end of this video and you made it all the way through, you deserve that pro tip, my friend. You fucking deserve it. And that makes it so much easier. Like when I had to actually type stuff out, I was really irritated. And now I can buzz through, I can review items like 2 items per minute, which is really good. I can upload a photo, tag it. I can upload a picture of myself, tag all the products on my face. Like it's just, it's so cool. I don't know. I love that side of it, but you guys can tell me what you think. I definitely gave you all the things I don't like about it and all the positives. I do feel like at the end of the day, the positives outweigh the negatives. And just remember, just like anything else, when I first started my YouTube channel, I had 0 followers and I was kind of a nobody. So everybody's going to start from nowhere. But if you have a big Facebook account and it's naturally got a shit ton of followers, you have a big Instagram just because, you know, people follow you, a big Twitter, whatever it is, oh my God, this is for you because you already are on that platform and you're already, you know, they don't care who's following you. They don't care about any of that. All they look at is the number. They don't give a shit if you have 15,000 literal minions following you. They don't care. So go on and do that. And I'm telling you, for what you get out of it, and it's something that I do just to like kill time and get free shit, it hasn't been the worst thing I've ever done, you know? Like, I'm pretty okay with my decisions. And at the end of the day, I ended up with some really cool products, and I ended up trying some stuff I never would have tried. So that is it, you guys. This is the longest Get Unready with me ever. And let me know if you guys have anything you'd like to add or anything, like maybe you tried it and I missed something. Definitely leave that down below so other people can kind of have the benefit of all of our knowledge. And, you know, I really want to spread the truth about it. There's a lot of people that blow smoke up everybody's ass, and I actually felt so bad. As a side note before I go, I felt so bad because they took, I think it was Raw Beauty Christy, and they paid her to do like a sponsorship in a video and like talk about Influenster and talk about how great they are. And they specifically chose someone that had never used their site before, like that had never dealt with Influenster. So she didn't have like a background for them. She didn't really know all of the, you know, like all the stuff I just said, the good and the bad. So they're never going to pay someone for a sponsorship when you're being honest. That's something I want you guys to remember about me. Making this video, I basically just said like, I will never do a sponsorship for them because they would never pay me to talk and give the negative side. So just something to consider. I love Raw Beauty Christy. I follow her myself. I think I'm actually subscribed to her. Like I love her. You'll probably notice her and I personality like wise, we're relatively compatible. So anyways, I just want to throw that out there. Just remember that for every good, there's always like another side of the story. My side is not sponsored. I have nothing to gain. You can click the link. You can sign up if you want to. All of that is on you guys, but let me know what you think down in the comments. I apologize for this video being so long. I hope that you hung out and grabbed a snack and just got unready with me, except it probably doesn't take most people 40 fucking minutes because most people aren't telling a really long story. So thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, please do not forget to have a great day, night, weekend, whatever it is when you're watching this. And don't forget to check out my social medias down below because I will cry if you don't. And I'll see you in the next one. Influenster, Influenster, all of my thoughts on Influenster. All my thoughts, what the hell's going on back here? I don't know. Look at that. I'm sorry. No, thank you, sir. So then I like to, and what in the actual fuck are you doing? You guys, I have like a hair memo and I can't function. Listen here, you big old bag of dicks. Open up. Oh, Paige, you gotta twist it the other way. Oh my God, it's such a long day. And play to do. And play to do. Play to do. Okay, seriously? Listen up, you big old red schnoz. I'm all set. Thank you, though. They let you be yourself. They let you be yourself. They let you be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself.